Happy Thumbs Gaming. Big show.
Hey everybody, it's Brian with HappyThumbsGaming. Today we're checking out Level 1 Port Royal Story Walkthrough for Lego Pirates of the Caribbean, where we grab trophy achievements, Welcome to the Caribbean, Here There Be Monsters, and the worst pirate I've ever seen. So you can see off to the right too, we're also going to include a little installment of how many mini kits and compasses we get, and as you may know from following our previous Lego games, we're going to knock all that stuff out in free play. So if you're here for the mini kits and such, stay tuned. If they're not already up, there will be some free play videos on their way, and they will show you where all 10 mini kits are and all 8 compass items for each level are. So although we do get a few along the way here, we will be jumping into those. So now enough of that. You can see here we got the game in full swing in the back. This is a great game, a great storyline. It's taken right off the 4 movies, and I mean it's great. What can you say? It's Lego Pirates. There's Lego Johnny Depp. Ahoy, matey! Good stuff all the way around, and kid-friendly, but yet challenging enough for adults too. So welcome all aboard. We're going to be tuning in and going through this whole series here, all 20 of the levels in story mode, and we'll be coming back through in free play, like I'd already mentioned. And then we'll be cleaning up any of the trophies after that as well. So what do you know? Tell us what you think down below in the comments if you have any questions or suggestions for us. This is actually a viewer request, so just more proof that we listen and pay attention to your comments. So make sure you voice your thoughts now. All right, so we've all seen the movies, and here we are. Which way did she go? All right, there she goes, and off we go. So I'll tune back in here in a minute and let you watch the last few seconds of this. And yeah, buddy. Welcome to Lego Pirates of the Caribbean, HTG style. Whee! Dope. Foil. Foil.
Ooh. Ooh.
All right, I'm back. All right, so there we go. We got Will Turner, and we're all familiar with his character, played by Orlando Bloom in the movies. And so basically, we're going to start off here and play as him first. You might think you start off with Johnny Depp, but that is not the case. And we're going to start off by, we got to wake the old donkey here. Ee-aw, ee-aw. Wakey, wakey. Time to get shaky. Once you feed him the carrot, he will wake up, and you can ride him if you want, but we're not ready for that. You can go ahead and switch to Orlando Bloom's Daddy-O, and you can go ahead and build the big wheel in the middle, and he will also be able to wheel the hot bricks over here. Just in case you were wondering what those were, it's not like a disco show. And no, we have not injected your screens with some hallucinogenic video footage. It's simply just the hot bricks of Lego Pirates. And so once you get the hot bricks mashed up, go ahead and hop back on the old donkey and spin to win. You got to pull with the donkey, and it will basically cue the fire and cue the scene as well, where we meet Mr. Johnny Depp. Woohoo, what's up? Wait, you ain't Santa? What's wrong with this picture? All right, so here we go. And as you might guessed it, we are not intimidated, just like in the movies. And Will is actively ready to show that he is ready to be a pirate fighter himself. So we'll get control here in a second and get back at it. Cha-cha-cha-cha. You can see we got to fight Monsieur Johnny Depp. And as soon as you take one of his hearts, he runs off and takes off to the roof above, which then knocks some bricks down, and we'll go ahead and we know what to do with some bouncy bricks. We build them. So, just a little overview of the series while we're catching up and chasing down old Captain Jack. We will be covering all of the mini kits and everything in free play. So, I know I've already mentioned that, but those will be coming up. And as for now, we're going to be going at regular speeds. I know some of our previous LEGO videos, we sped them up quite a bit, and we've had mixed emotions from our viewers. So, we're going to leave the story ones that are specific to beating the levels, which is what these are. We're going to go ahead and use these and have them pretty much in real time. They're all sped up just a wee bit, if you didn't notice. And so they'll all be roughly about 15 to 20 minutes long. And hopefully our free play videos will be significantly shorter, showing you all the content along the way, without a doubt. And we're also going to include quick links this time around, too. And a lot of you guys suggested that we use the item location quick link. So what I mean by that is down in the timeline or in the description, we'll have timeline links, and you can click those, and it'll take you to each of the items throughout the video, which is nice. It helps you get to where you're going faster. So you're welcome. No, I'm just kidding. That was viewer request. So thank you for your guys' good feedback that helps us make our channel better suited for our viewers, which is you, and sometimes us. All right, we got a little bit of booyakashowage going on there, as you can see. Boo-boo, boo-boo-yakashow, kashow, kashow. And run for your life. All right, so as we all know from the movies, here they come, and they're going to jump in and take over and take Elizabeth and run off, which will then leave the chance for Will and Captain Jack Sparrow to become friends. We'll get to that here in a second as we see Will try to get in their way. Look at him just stand there and watch. I love the Lego version of it. He's just like, what? Where are they going? Oh, you got bombed, sucker. Except for not really. It was kind of a biff of a bomb. All right, he awakes. He looks over, realizes they're gone, and then he runs in to join Jack, who is letting him know, hey, what's up, buddy? I'm behind these bars, and if you help me, I can help you. Oh, yeah. All right, so we'll make our way down here, and this is actually where we get back to business. And wait for it. Boom, now we're trapped. Now what do we do? All right, well, I'll tell you what to do. First of all, we're going to want to go ahead and get the bone that they cue us to here in a second, thanks to this lovely dog. And so we'll run all the way to the end, head in one of the only cells that's open that actually collapses as you get close to it. And that presents the bone. Pretty simple. Take the bone to the dog. Knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. Yeah, you don't want to throw it on the ground. You want to actually hand it to him, so don't be a noob like me. All right, once you have given the dog the bone, it gives you control, and you can take the dog and run through the little hole off to the left, which will then allow us to go up top. Reminds me of the old Hobbit holes. I know we're out of sequence of the Lego games, reminding of a newer game than this, but hey, it is what it is. Once you use the dog to get that, I don't know what it is. It looks like a bench or something for a picnic table, but once you grab it, throw it on the green panel, and you can jump up on it. And there's also a little, there's some stuff on the roof there that'll queue for a mini kit, but like I said, we'll come back to that in the free play. Alright, so once you've placed the stool on the green item there, you can go ahead and jump on it, break the walls, and then it'll free Sir Captain Jack Sparrow. We'll want to use the dog one more time to dig up the wheel. And we'll go ahead and stuff this wheel on over here. And get your twist on. Twerk, twerk it. Spin to win, spin to win. Come on, what are you doing, buddy? Quit petting the dog. Especially off screen, that's a little suspect. Alright, once you get both the wheels twisted, it'll open the gate, and you can drop in, and we'll be kind of back outside. Almost where we started, but not quite. Right off the bat, we're going to want to hop on the old barrel and roll it on over. Just keep rolling, just keep rolling. Keep rolling it until the doors open. And once they do, you'll be attacked by a couple of dudes. They prove to be not much of a problem, and the longer you stand there, I believe the more guys that come in. We didn't bother with the studs or whatever. We're trying not to be the stud whores that we are by nature. We're trying to just get this stuff done so we can not waste any of your time, but not have to speed it up either, because, like I said, that's confused a few people, so we'll stay away from that. And once we free our buddy over there, who, look at him dance his jig off in the corner, raining studs. It's pretty nice of him. We'll ignore all that though, and we'll go ahead and start using the compass. Unfortunately, there is a couple compass items that we will need in order to advance in this level. We'll grab those now, and again, we will come back and grab all of them once we have all the characters needed to knock out all the mini kits and all of the compasses, because some of them are hard to get to or whatnot, so in some cases you don't even have Jack Sparrow to find them in the story mode. So we're still kind of a noob at this game as we're recording this, but hopefully we'll be full-on experts. But we do know what we're doing, and we are getting down to it. So after you get a couple of items from the compass there, you'll be able to build a board across, which will allow us to ride a barrel across over to the side, which we will then push into the switch. I don't know what to call those, the old rolling panels, I guess. Before jamming out, though, we'll go ahead and grab actually our second compass item. So I was talking ahead of myself here, and you'll need the dog to dig it up once you find it. Here we go. Dig, dig, dig. It'll present us with a couple of blocks that are bouncing, so we'll go ahead and build those up. And booyah. So not necessarily a necessity there, but we got it out of our hair nonetheless. And then we got another hat over here, so again, not necessary that you do all this right now. Really, all you needed was to build up the board up above, and we will be coming back for the rest of these. Yep, look at that. What a wonderful hat we got on there. I'm sure there's a story behind it, but I'm not getting it, so feel free to tell us down in the comments if you have any ideas why there is a random shell hat. I bet you Doug's the first one to answer, just to show me up. He loves that. Anywho, alright, so we're using our compass. It's going to point us across the way. We are not ready to go over there yet, technically, but we're going to go ahead and follow the compass anyways because we're compass noobs and we're following this. We think we need to go over here, and we really don't. Another key here, too, is that if you noticed in the beginning, we do actually knock out a couple of trophy/achievements in this video. One of them is actually called the worst pirate I've ever seen. Now, there's two options here. You can either be the best pirate or the worst pirate, and there's a trophy achievement for both of those. One is actually for completing this level, this chapter, with 0 studs. And we show you how to do that in the end. It's kind of a pain in the butt, to be honest with you, but that's a whole nother segment. And the complete Port Royal in story mode without dying is the one that we're going to go ahead and knock that out in free play. At least we're going to attempt it. So you can see here I'm getting blasted by a few guys, which the less studs you have at the end, the better. And I had collected quite a few studs, and that was kind of another reason why I wasn't stud whoring it up in the beginning. And I finally got tired of waiting. The guy wasn't doing no damage, so we'll move along. And in the end, there is water, so don't worry. If you have 1,000,000 studs at the end of this level, although it'll take you a while, there is water that you can continue to jump in and drown in, so lucky us. Alright, hopefully you'll have better aim than me. I definitely swung and missed at that piece of wood there, which I guess that might be a good thing. I guess it depends on your preference. And we'll keep rolling. Just keep rolling. Just keep rolling. Alright, and you'll see the progress that it makes, and it opens the door, and it finally collapses it. And without trying, it actually makes me pick up some studs. And there's a few on the way, so again, don't worry too much. I mean, avoid what you can, but I wouldn't spend too much time. And here's where you're going to get your first opportunity to get the Here There Be Monsters trophy/achievement. And it's pretty easy. You can go under the water, but once you get out in the water, you notice there's kind of like this line of seaweed. We'll go ahead and get out past that, and that will allow us to get eaten by a shark. So there's even kind of a ledge here, too. So there's the seaweed. There are 1 or 2 other places along in the game. Oh, woo! My son loves this part. He's so into sharks right now. So getting eaten by a Lego shark. He spent a good 25 minutes just doing this one day when he first started playing. So I believe you only need to do it once, but I just kept doing it until I got the trophy, which only took me a minute. So hopefully it'll pop on your first one. Trophy/achievement, that is. And once we get done with that, we'll swim back to shore. And there's some bricks over here that are bouncing, so we'll go ahead and build those, even though they're not necessary. Psych! We'll actually hop in this little crate and drop down and get into what appears to be like an underwater elevator or crane of some sort. And again, you have to pick up a couple of bluesies, so you're adding them up, regardless if you want to or not. And so my suggestion is go ahead and take out all the bad guys and grab you know, all the studs that are in your direct path here. Now, if you're going for studs, there's a little zip line here off to the right that we'll show you here in a second, or at least show you where it is. And as you can see here, I'm already starting my progress of dying to lose studs. It becomes difficult when you get down to the end because you almost pick up studs when you get knocked over, depending on where you are. And although that would work too to continue to do it, drowning also works. So we get fed up with his slowness. And then we move out to the water here in a second. But you are going to want to, before you get all the way to 0, you are going to want to actually jump up and basically complete the level. The level ends when you turn the wheel on the boat across the water to our left. And we'll get there in a second. But, yeah. In fact, let's go ahead and speed this up, huh? Alright, so now that we got that sped up a little bit, and more will be sped up as we're coming up here. The next couple of minutes is just really us completing the level. We grab this wheel here, we take it up, put it where the arrow indicates, and once we get that in place, we don't quite spin it around because we were under the impression that that was the end of the level. At the time of this recording, we heard, "Don't spin the wheel, finish, get 0 studs." And so we went and looked around to make sure we didn't miss anything. We ended up finding a couple of bad dudes and some more studs, and then we find ourselves having to get rid of even more studs. You can see we're down to 0, but no matter what we do, we end up keep grabbing a few even though we die. And so here in a second we'll use the dog, but we advised you earlier you're going to want to actually use the zip line. The boat we're after is the boat right there. So the boat right behind where the shark just ate us is the boat we need to be on. And my best advice for you is before you even start trying to get down to 0 studs, ride the little zip line over and pick up, because there's studs on your way down there. So if you get 0 like we are right now, you're going to have to go and do this again to get another zeroed out point, because you will obtain a few studs no matter what you do. So now we're down to 0. Oh, we ended up picking up 1 on the way out. And so, yeah, so... You know, as embarrassing as this is, I'm not sure I want to commentate the whole part. It's just me over and over again. In fact, we actually go super turbo mode here in a second. Okay, wait for it. Well, I guess you'll be waiting for a minute or two. It's not quite here yet. But anyway, so this is the method. Rinse, repeat until you are ready. And I probably could have edited this out, but, you know, there is a little bit of ridiculousness that you might have to deal with. Like that, see? If you watched all this video first, and I just finally said, you know what, screw it. I'm grabbing every stud that's in my way, not taking any more chances, and then I'm going to go kill myself some more. But the joke was still on me because I still had to jump across the other boat and slide down. So basically, that is the end of this level, really, other than me humiliating myself for the next 3 to 5 minutes. So if you're ready, feel free to go to the next video now. You should have no problem obtaining the worst pirate ever trophy / achievement. Now that you know how to do it, now that we've showed you the hard way and you've learned from our mistakes, right? All right, so we've made a hard edit here. Once you spin the wheel, it enables you to jump up and zip line down. But it's just, if you're going for the 0 studs, it's only going to take you longer to get rid of them because all you do is pick up more studs. Here's the other zip line that actually you can only do with Jack. So use Jack up top. Get down there, but before hitting circle, make sure that you have the 0 balance again. So here we are swimming with our little pup, poor little puppy. PETA would be, oh man, if PETA ever sees this video and this was real, we would be in a world of hurt for that dog. I mean, people get mad for leaving a dog in a car with the windows down. Think about us drowning multiple dogs. It's craziness. All right, we're back to 0, so we're gonna go ahead and climb up and get out of here because that's a wrap, folks. Not the best start to a Lego series we've had so far, but probably not our worst. So now that you get across, go ahead and spin the wheel, and we'll get to our final cutscene for the Port Royal, and then we'll ring off a few trophies, because that's how we roll. That's how we roll. Alright, there we are, rolling out with our ship. Fooled you. That was a good little move. It's a funny part in the movie, too. And get ready, we're going to get to our total screen here in a second and start seeing how we did. We all know that we didn't do so hot on studs, but we did that on purpose. And, yeah. Away we go. So, yeah. All right. Yep, no such luck. Sorry about that. Just gave him the old slip of the carrot. All right, it's the oldest trick in the book. All right, Port Royal completed. Now, this also gives you the opportunity to play any movie in any order. Welcome to the Caribbean trophy/achievement for beating Port Royal area. And Booyakashow, the worst pirate I've ever seen. And look, our HTG Pirate Thumbie is not thrilled about that. And maybe he'll be a little happier later. Ooh, maybe not. He's still looking like he's a little bit angry. So we'll have to check in with Angry Pirate Thumbie. Oh, Billy. All right, so we only got the 3 compass items. 1 was only really needed for this area, but we went ahead and grabbed 3 just because, yeah, so take that, you compass. As mentioned before, we will be go ahead and doing all these levels. We'll do them by story first, and we'll be returning to port and saving and grabbing some studs along the way. So we'll kind of explain that as we get further in the story so that you can kind of track with our stud values as well. And yeah, other than that, just, do the normal. Head on over to Facebook, Twitter, and comment, vote, subscribe down below. Our HappyThumbsGaming.com website is available for your viewing pleasure as well. So viewer request, Lego Pirates of the Caribbean in full swing, and lots more videos to come. This will be a 50+ video series when it's all over and done with, so give us your comments, give us your feedback, give us your requests, all that fun stuff, and we love to hear it. As always, until next time being level 2. So